Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 4 bathroom layout options I created entirely in Rayon, and now we're going one level deeper. The layouts are done. The real focus now is presentation. How do we turn these basic plans into something clean, professional, and visually rich without leaving Rayon? You're looking at the same compact footprint across all 4 layouts, but each one explores a different spatial logic, whether it's a linear flow, a wet zone split, or a more clustered configuration. What makes Rayon great is that once your layout is in place, refining it for presentation is actually enjoyable. You don't need to jump into Photoshop or Illustrator. Everything you need is right here. So let's talk about detailing. First off, line weights. They may seem small, but they make a huge difference. Bolder walls give the drawing structure, thinner lines guide the eye across the fixtures, and subtle strokes let secondary elements sit back. I've tweaked the line weights across these drawings to bring out that hierarchy, and instantly, the layout feels sharper and more deliberate. Now add hatching. One click, and you can bring life to your floor zones. Maybe you want diagonal tiles in a shower area, or a stone pattern beneath the vanity. Each option now has its own visual identity, and the space begins to feel real, even in 2D. I've used different hatch scales and patterns across the 4 options to suggest material changes, while still keeping things clean and readable. You might also notice subtle drop shadows. These aren't rendered, they're just well-placed offsets and graphic tricks that give the layout a little depth. A wall-hung vanity feels like it's floating. A window suddenly looks more dimensional. These light touches really help a viewer, especially a client, understand what's happening in the space. What I love is how easily everything updates. If I shift a fixture, change a hatch, or tweak the shower zone, the drawing recalculates the areas and updates the labels automatically. That's something that takes extra time in other software, but here it's built in and instant. And that brings me to organization. All of this is managed through Smart Layer Control. I've broken the drawings into layers for tile zones, plumbing, furniture outlines, and more. That means I can toggle views instantly, focusing just on the architecture, or isolating the fixtures, or preparing a layout for tile installers. One file, multiple drawing sets. Simple. As I was polishing these options, I also grouped certain elements like a full toilet vanity mirror module, so I could move them as a single unit. It makes layout experimentation so much faster, especially when testing mirrored or rotated configurations across options. And, of course, annotations. With Rayon's built-in tools, I've added dimensions, room names, and a few callouts, all using fonts that match the visual style of the project. I didn't have to export to Illustrator or overlay text in Photoshop. Everything stays vector sharp, editable, and print-ready right here in the app. Once the drawings looked how I wanted, I exported them to a clean PDF. I set the scale, page size, margins, and included a custom title block with the project info. You could present this to a client or submit it to a contractor. It's clear, legible, and professional. And just like that, your bathroom layout isn't just functional. It's beautifully detailed, clearly communicated, and ready for the next phase. Whether that's presentation, pricing, or construction, all done inside Rayon. If you're not using Rayon yet, give it a shot. It's fast, intuitive, and honestly makes this kind of work feel less like a chore and more like actual design. Hope this gave you a few new ideas, and if it did, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.